Blazers. Go ahead and blaze them, no hesitation, it's our time. This is not promotion, I'm just down for Portland. Keeping it scorching, let's uprise. Rip City's here, 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 Rip City's here.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 5th edition of Basement Chat here. I'm your host, Rip, with my co-host, Jim Pilla.
How goes it, everybody? It's been a couple weeks since we've done the Basement Chat, and Rip, that Evo 9X High-Low NIT. Really a nice tournament.
Good showing from a lot of teams, Jim, a lot of surprises.
Well, we had some great games right out of the gate, Rip. One of the very big upsets in the beginning, Just a Cut, the local boys taking down Czech King from Connecticut.
I called that.
You did call it?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
The young kids can play, I told you that.
They were not afraid. They came out swinging the hot bats. Billy Lester's team, very, very nice job shaking things up in the early going.
Yeah, the game of the day, I thought, though, even though that was a great upset, was the Maxes on Main versus the Assassins, Jim.
That game, as a tournament director, was very challenging because there were a lot of runs scored and it pushed things back. But very exciting game to watch. Maxes on Main, always a factor here in our New Jersey tournaments. That set up a Final Four. Maxes on Main against TNT, and a really, really nice game. Eastern Construction winning in extra innings over Just a Cut.
I think the Eastern Construction was a little bit of a surprise in there as well, if I may say so.
It was, although I had them in my Final Four.
Yeah, true, Jim.
You know, I did have 3 of the 4 teams myself, so we were had our fingers on the pulse, Rip. But I will say nobody was stopping TNT on this particular day.
We came out firing on all cylinders, Jim, just the way I thought we would. We had a couple of guys step up that have been progressing each tournament going into the year. Our MVP for the tournament, John Slootmaker, had a great day. Howie Deemer, another young guy, had a great day. And then your normal guys that are always there when chips come down would be the great pitching of Rock Crawford.
Absolutely.
Kenny Donaldson hit the bejesus out of the ball, as well as Bobby McMahon.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch TNT clicking on all cylinders. I believe it was the first high NIT championship for sponsor Tommy Tverdik. Very, very nice job, Tommy.
Absolutely.
Big shout out. In the low NIT, Czech King. Didn't expect to be there. Went through the winner's bracket. Weren't able to stay until the end with a long ride home. Assassins beating Short Bus to go through the loser's bracket.
Yeah, I think the Czech King thing leaving a little bit early is a little bit of a disappointment, everybody. I mean, you drove out here. I guess they came with bigger expectations than what had happened to them, and unfortunately they had to leave. So Short Bus stepped up, played the Assassins, and the Assassins walked away with the W.
Absolutely. The low NIT always goes late. Again, another challenge of this tournament. Understandable. Very, very nice tournament top to bottom. I would certainly, Rip, like to congratulate some of the E teams that came down and really made the high-low a special tournament. I believe we had 6 E teams, and those E teams, they came to play.
Absolutely. I mean, Dream Warren Sports stepped up. I think they finished the highest finishing E team.
Dream Warren.
Rapid Up's another team I've seen play a couple of games. They look like they're starting to find their niche a little bit, and Coach Smith's making a lot of the right moves.
Absolutely. Now, Dream Warren had a couple of guys really stand out. The individual that I felt was the standout for Dream Warren was Kevin Broom. He's a first ballot at this time for the all-conference team in the E's, hitting .737. There were a couple of other standouts. Nick Herbstman, coaching Dream Warren. I believe Dream Warren will be a factor in the E's the rest of the way.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
So, very, very nice tournament at the high-low. We've had 2 other USSSA events since the last Basement Chat. We had our women's tournament, June 11th, up in Secaucus. Rip, we had 10 women's teams. Not easy to get a field of teams like that.
No, it's a great showing, Jim. Honestly, I mean, overall, you can't beat that. 10 women's teams at a tournament. It's been a long time since we've 10 women's teams in New Jersey.
We were very, very happy with the turnout. Dirty Habit's reign of terror in New Jersey, Rip, came to an end. Dirty Habit did not come out victorious after 2 wins, but the team that did come out victorious, Connecticut Storm, led by Mary Cavatero. Very, very nice job.
Yes, Mary's been around a while. She knows what it takes to get done, to win.
Mary had a smile from ear to ear. It was very nice to see. It was really a good showing for Storm. The middle infield from Storm, Denise Salzman pitching. Megan Pask, the shortstop, was the MVP. Kristen Cerrito at second base. Those 3 girls really played a very, very big part in the win for Storm. So,
Great to hear.
Yep. Last week we had our co-ed states. Now, in the C&D, we had an all-New York Final Four. Fatty Malone swing the meat, which is an excellent team from New York. Fatty Malone's had an unusual situation. They went 0-2, but came all the way back in a 3-game guarantee bracket.
That's the fortunate part of the 3-game guarantee. You get to lose the first 2 and run everybody else out of Dodge.
Absolutely. They double dipped a very, very nice Beauties and Beasts team, meaning an excellent lineup for Beauties and Beasts. Ed Sturchy, the MVP for Fatties, Matt Colletti, Aaron Breslin, and a few others joining on the all-tournament team. Now, in the mixed E's, Long Island Storm, coached by Tim Flanagan, John Monahan, taking the flag. They're back-to-back in the E's, Rip. They were expected to win, and they came out and got the job done.
Listen, the Long Island teams, whether it's the C, the D, the E, whatever it may be, the co-ed teams from Long Island and the New York faction seem to always know what it takes to get it done to play when it comes to the co-ed.
Right. While I was a little disappointed that we didn't have a better showing in the CD, I have to say that there were 2 E teams, Rip, that really separated themselves from the pack of this tournament, and I've got to give the hat off to both of them. In third place, coming in third, is the High Haters. Second place, out of nowhere, Dirty Dozen.
Listen, High Haters is a team that seems to be finding its stride a little bit in the co-ed field, and I did have an opportunity to stop down the park for a minute and take in a little bit of the Dirty Dozen team, who seem to have a lot of things working for them. Clutch hits by guys like Jim Beam. Lisa Pepin was also a big help for them. Played well it's a very big showing for them when they needed to at this present time.
Absolutely. Jimmy Beam, the ageless wonder. Jimmy hitting over 900 for the tournament. Joined on the all-tournament team by Dominic Pilla, pitching a very, very nice tournament for Dirty Dozen. 2 very, very good games. Dirty Dozen, High Haters. You know it's going to be a battle when those 2 teams put on the glove.
Oh, you're talking about a bunch of people that see each other all the time at any ballpark, no matter if it's tournament ball or league ball. So a little bit of, hey, I want to beat you, amps up a little bit, and the competitive edge comes out a little bit more.
Absolutely. High Haters coming off a nice win coming into the tournament. So those teams, all of them in the CD and the E, a lot of them are going down to Florida. Hopefully we'll have some very, very nice showings from the Northeast.
Absolutely.
Now, this weekend, tomorrow we have the Sunfest tournament. Rip, we've got a nice field over in Linden. Looking at in the D's, we've got Ewing Dirt, we've got Pipe, Paradise Painting, Money Shots in Pennsylvania. Now in the E's, we have an exceptionally strong field. Looking at Raw Talent, 10 Guys, Dragons, Wrap It Up, Dreamworn, and TLC.
Right, just don't go chasing no waterfalls.
That's right, Rip. Now, in my opinion, this is an important tournament for a lot of the D and the E teams.
Right.
Okay, these teams are in the process of qualifying for the conference finals. We have the state tournaments on the horizon. Rip, these teams, a few of them can separate from the pack this weekend, in my opinion.
Well, listen, this is going to be a good tournament to see where everybody goes as far as qualifying for the conference finals. Teams need to get into the required amount of tournaments to make sure they qualify for that. That's going to be a tournament there, the conference final, that's going to have everybody there who should be there.
Exactly.
And that'll probably be one of the special tournaments this year for USSSA.
I agree, and we appreciate Evo 9X sponsoring both the D Conference as well as the E Conference this year. Not possible without the great support of Muhammad and Evo 9X.
Absolutely.
Rip, any picks for tomorrow in the Sunfest?
I'm going to go in the D. I do like Ewing Dirt, but I'm going to go around them, and I'm going to pick the boys coming down from Long Island, Pipe, Joe Benelli, my boy Al Puco. They've been around a little bit. They know what it takes to get down, take the ride into Jersey, and play the game and play it right and make sure they're there in the end. I'm going to take them in the D. And in the E, to me right now, Raw Talent 10 Guys seem to be the cream of the crop. Old school Dragons could shock somebody.
Yeah, I have to say I think the Dragons will be playing late into the night. I think the Dragons are ready. They'll be motivated. A. Robinson doing a very, very nice job with his boys. It should be a very, very strong tournament tomorrow. We also have the military tournament tomorrow. We've got 6 teams. Joe Hafner doing a very nice job putting that together. The favorite in the military tournament looks like Andrews Air Force Base from Maryland. We've got 2 from Maryland, 1 from Delaware, 3 from New Jersey.
That's fantastic. Can't thank the guys enough, aside from coming down and participating in softball, but for your selflessness of representing our country in your daily jobs day in and day out. We thank you immensely for that.
Absolutely. 100% a goal of ours this year was to run the military states. Joe Hafner making it possible. I'll be on site tomorrow at the military. Really, really looking forward to meeting some of those teams.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, upcoming, Rip, just taking a quick look at the calendar. Next Saturday, July 2nd, we'll be in Reddington for a regular qualifier. We do have some space available there. And then the big one of the ones I've had circled for the whole year, one of the best tournaments of the year, July 9th, the following Saturday, Smash It Sports NIT. All the big boys. The stars will be coming out again at Drum Point Park.
Jim, I said at the beginning of the year to our team, it's one of the tournaments you want to go out and win. It's getting towards that time of the year where you start prepping for Worlds. This tournament is definitely a World Tournament prepper.
I would agree with that. We're going to run 2 flights. You look at some of the team lists, it's actually in some ways almost superior to the high-low NIT rip. You've got South Jersey Extreme will be there. You've got Deluxe Bakery on the list, TNT, Assassins, some good local teams like the Dragons and Raw Talent, and some whispers of some other big boys coming in. So
Listen, hopefully we get a couple more teams in from out of state or in state that can come down and put their skills to the test and give the other teams that are currently in the tournament a bigger test than what they've been used to.
Absolutely. So we'll see everybody July 9th for the Smash It. Now tomorrow, you'll be on the road, Rip, shortly after we break here, the Virginia affiliate. And we're sending Deluxe and TNT down there. It's a strong field, including CGR House Money, several of the Virginia teams. Rip, what do you think Deluxe and TNT can do this weekend?
It's going to really depend on how they play. These rules are going to be a little different than what you're normally used to at the C level with the 4 homers. The home runs bump up to 8, gives you a little more opportunity to free swing. It's going to be warm out, 85, 90 degrees. It's really going to come down to who makes the adjustments when they need to adjust it, who can hit it out of the park in the heat of the day will determine what happens. But I expect both these teams, no matter who they take to the tournament, to show up and be there when the chips fall.
I'd love to see both teams in the finals. That'd be really, really nice. Now, TNT takes on the winner of 2 Virginia Beach teams. I believe it's Rock Solid and PTI. Deluxe is not near them in the bracket. They open up against a team from Winchester, Virginia, called Team Rage. So winnable games, I think, for the local boys. We'll see how far they can go.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what it's going to take to see what they can do.
All right, good luck to the TNT and the Deluxe team. Now, above all, landscaping. We had Mr. Tom Paterzo here in the basement the last time. A great big thanks to Tom. He'll be back for a future edition of Basement Chat. Rip, catch me up on what Above All Landscaping has going on.
Above All just came back from Minnesota where they kind of threw in a clunker. They had a bad tournament. I mean, it happens. Nobody has a great tournament every tournament of the year at any level, really, except for maybe the major guys. But they had a clunker, but they're heading out to Cincinnati. I believe it's the 3rd week in July. I expect them to have a very good tournament out there. The atmosphere at that Cincinnati tournament is second to none, Jim. It's got a giant treehouse in the middle of 2 fields. Bar, DJ going all night. It is like a huge party atmosphere.
Okay.
The only tournament in the country that may be a little bit better than that as far as atmosphere-wise is the Smoky Mountain Classic, but they're not going there. They're going to Cincinnati, and that's going to be a ton of teams there that are their caliber or above their caliber. So they're going to need to step up their game to go there, play well.
That's right. I've heard it's a nice facility. Always good to see Above All Landscaping representing New Jersey out on that stage. Joe Benanti, Doc, Jerry, and all the boys. Very best of luck at the Cincinnati. Also, Rip, like I said, we've got a sponsor for this edition of Basement Chat. And like to kind of show off here, we'd like to introduce softballbox.com. Softballbox.com, you can hit up on either the website or Facebook. Joe Thatcher, one of the very best local guys around in the Brick area, plays for the Jenkinson's co-ed team as well as the men's team. If you are interested in the softball box, it is $45 a month. If you sign up every month by the 15th, you will have, by the end of the month, one of these softball boxes delivered to your doorstep. You are putting in your sizes and hat sizes, shirt sizes, so everything that comes in the box should be sized to you. It's a great idea. Joe has been doing very well with it. Rip, this is a gift to you here. I'd like you to go ahead and
just give the fans a little idea of exactly what comes in a softball box. If some of us aren't familiar.
I have no idea what's in
and
this
I'm not a
box.
subscriber currently. That may change, but here's a couple of deals. You got a little hat in here, right here.
Okay.
Right, nice little trucker fit hat there. Got yourself in here. I know a lot of you guys love these sunflower seeds. Right here, you got some sunflower seeds right there. We got a little back grip in the box as well.
Excellent.
And in here, we're not done yet, folks. A pair of camo shorts right here.
Excellent.
We keep digging in here. Joe's really stocks these up. Got the old softballbox.com sticker.
That's a great sticker.
That's a sticker there. We got a Red Eye Sports sticker in here.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we're not done yet, Jim. There's a couple more things. I think got some Laffy Taffy in here, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, these are Zero Quencher Quick Sticks. You know, a little energy drink for when you're out on the ball field. You need a little something to get you going. But as you folks can see, $45 a month. You get a box full of goods.
Excellent.
Not a bad deal, right?
Great idea, Joe. So Rip, we need to decide between the basement chat staff who's going to be walking away with all these goodies.
We'll probably do that after hours.
We'll see.
We'll see how the camera crew and sound effects guy will hang out.
We'll see. The sound effects guy is coming back from suspension, I believe.
Yeah,
so,
he had a one episode burner.
That's right, with the big Luke Bryan concert that he
Yeah.
asked for. So, in any case, we appreciate everybody coming out. Now, before we close, Rip, we want to go into the WWE update. Dean Ambrose carrying the strap now, cashing in Money in the Bank contract.
I think it's horseshit. I don't like the play. I don't.
Well,
I think they should have left this strap on Seth, let him have a run for a minute, then start the trio feud between the old Shield guys, which doesn't make a difference now anyway.
Well, with Reigns suspended for 30 days. So, I got to be honest with you, I thought it was a great cash-in. Dean Ambrose, crowds behind him, coming out of nowhere, dirty deeds, boom, 1, 2, 3.
I'll be honest with you, I'm more excited about the Wyatt family coming back.
That's right. There you go. So it's been a very exciting time in WWE, and that's all we have for this edition of the Basement Chat.
We appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Thanks again, folks.